Guys, what's up? Lord Meecher again here, your Lord of Video Games, and welcome to another episode of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. In the last episode, we went and apparently finished up the P3 side, but seems we have 3 more things left for Chapter 11. I don't know if this is all going to be Chapter 11, but we shall see. This episode might be a little short, and I do apologize because the next one we're gonna start the episode of Adachi, like episode Adachi. But I do apologize for no videos these past few days. It's been very hectic here, so now things have calmed down and I can record. But let's get on, not waste any more time for mission complete. I'm glad you guys enjoy these settings now a lot better and like everything good. So I'm really happy. It makes me happy to up the quality of things. The light fades and the scenery around me is completely different. This location is familiar. There's the TV wall, the open space where everyone gathered.
Huh? Is this inside the TV? That's right. Where's everyone else? Where's Shokun?
I look over and see Shokun collapse on the ground a little further away. Thank goodness. That's quite mean of Elizabeth. She only mentioned my companion, so I was worried about what would happen to Shokun. I see. Elizabeth said that she would transport my companions. That means that she considers Shokun to be one of my companions as well. I don't see Adachi-san anywhere, but there's Elizabeth we're talking about. And I'm sure she transported him to someplace else too. Anyway, I worry about how Shokun isn't moving from the ground, and I quickly rush to his side.
Shokun!
Aww. When I call to him, he slowly stands up, facing away from me. He quietly looks around himself, without a word, and looks down at the ground and quietly mumbles.
Shut up, Scrap. Enough yapping.
I couldn't help it. Not when I knew you were safe.
Hey, did you kill that thing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you destroy Hinokagutsuchi? Can't you understand words?
Oh, yeah.
You're strong.
Thank you.
God damn it, do I have to say everything to you twice, you piece of junk? Never mind, you stupid toaster.
He's still yelling at me. But Shokun does seem a little different from how he'd been before the fight. His voice and his expressions too. Maybe it's just my imagination. It doesn't seem like he's going to get violent either. But now, that is.
Shokun, where are you going?
It's none of your business. If you don't shut the hell up, I'm gonna cut you.
Whoa.
But everyone's waiting for you. I'm sure Mitsuru-san and her people are too.
Oh.
Shut the hell up. I'm not gonna start listening to what anyone wants now. Go back to where you belong.
Shokun!
And off he goes.
Hey, Scrap.
Shokun makes as if to leave this place and stops to talk to me. Seems he remembers something. Actually a little surprised that he's talking to me.
Oh, yes?
Yes. Seriously? Now you can't even speak properly. Oh man, it's too much.
You don't have to laugh that much.
Oh, damn it. You really are broken, aren't you?
It is wholesome.
Hey, do you think even now he might be...
Huh?
Never mind. See you later, robot. You better have your damn oil changed or something.
Huh?
My God.
Before I can think of something else to say, Shokun's already getting far away. What should I do? This is inside the TV world after all. But his posture is much more confident compared to when I first saw him. He has his own future waiting for him now. I'm sure there will be mountains of painful difficulties waiting. There's even the possibility that we might end up facing him as an enemy. But even then, that's okay. even though it was only for a short time. It's just a bond between myself and him. I don't give up. I keep wishing for his success. A day may come where we reach an understanding. But I don't get an oil change during a maintenance routine. Suddenly, several shedding figures appear within the room here in the TV wall.
Well, what was that lag to like everyone arrive?
When the light around them dims, I recognize familiar faces. My companions have finished fighting their own fierce battles, gather one after another.
Huh? What's going on? I thought the fog suddenly lifted, but where am I?
Labrys, you're okay! Oh, I'm so relieved that I can't stand up.
Oh, Yukari. Hey, Koromaru.
Labrys-san, thank you. I believed in you. I knew that you could do it.
Of course. Had everyone behind me.
I wish you could have seen us, Labby-chan. Shadow Operative Junpei Iori totally nailed it.
No, they're there. Like, just rest, guys. Oh!
Whoa! What a soft yet stinky landing spot. Oh my! This is inside the TV! Wowee! Yuka-chan, Ken, Koromaru's here too! Is everyone okay?
Oh, Teddy landed on him.
Are we? This is a normal TV entrance. Oh, it would seem everything has been settled.
Sister, I'm so glad you're okay. Still, I knew you would be able to overcome this. I'm going to have to try harder to keep up with you.
Oh, I guess.
You definitely showed us your resolve back there, Labrys.
You did splendidly. We would have been in danger had you not been with us. You haven't been with the Shadow Operatives for very long, but you've already become our ace in the hole. I'll continue counting on you, Labrys.
Aww.
Labrys, I sensed everything. It was really amazing. Labrys, I was so impressed that you beat such an immense enemy all by yourself. No, it was thanks to all of you. I only beat him down because you were with me. Thanks, guys.
Oh, another group of shining figure appears. This time it's Yukun's group, appearing along with Fukasan. Seems they were fighting the shadows closing on the tower when they, too, were suddenly enveloped by a light and taken to this place.
Now that was suspenseful. You did an amazing job. We're definitely throwing a celebration party.
That sounds wonderful. We have quite the group here together after all. Labrys, thank you for all your hard work. Are you okay, Labrys? Are you hurt anywhere?
No.
I mean, you were really amazing!
Thank you.
Thanks, Labrys. The town should return to normal now. It's all thanks to you.
Yukun.
Had I not come here, everyone in Inaba would have continued leading peaceful lives. Internally, I was afraid to learn what he truly thought of me. That was when Kenkun told me that I should go to him myself and find out how he feels. He was right. Just seeing the kindness in Yukun's eyes right now make me feel like there's no need to hear what he thinks about me in words. The relief for this painful battle coming to an end mixes with the joy of discovering new and true friends. My happiness proves to be contagious, and before long, we're all talking animatedly with one another. After some time, Mitsuru-san approaches me. Her expression seems rather meek. When she speaks to me, she seems apologetic.
Labrys, I'm sorry, but I need to hear your report. Where is Minazuki? Were you able to speak with him?
Yeah, he dipped.
Oh, yes, but only for a little while. But before you all came here,
Oh? When I begin my report, Akihiko-san nudges me in the shoulder with his elbow. Huh? As I stand in bewilderment, Mitsuru-san clears her throat.
Well, you know, Labrys, the Shadow Operatives are a formal organization. I am obligated to report about this case to the higher-ups.
Right. That's why I was saying, before you all came here, Shokun,
Hey! Akihiko-san nudges me in the shoulder even harder this time. Huh? What's going on? Did I say something weird?
You're even more naive than I am. You really are like a child when it comes to these things.
There are just some things you don't want to be honest about at times like this. That's why you just gotta dodge the question. And ow!
Oh my god.
Junpei, don't start teaching Labrys stuff like that. We don't want her becoming more like you.
Ow! What was that for? You're scarier than the shadows.
I didn't ask properly. Shadow Operative Labris, do you know where Minazuki went?
I'm sorry, I don't know where he went.
Oh.
Phew.
The moment I answered them, they all sound relieved. For some reason, even Akihiko-san and Mitsuru-san are smiling in a satisfied manner. Could it be that you want me to say that I didn't know where he went?
I see. Normally, we'd have to send someone to track him down, but if you don't know, then there's nothing to be done about it.
Oh, that's
I will
good.
report this case to our authorities, and the Shadow Operatives will take responsibility for it. All of us.
Mitsuru-san!
I get it now. If Shokun, who was the person behind such a serious case as this, were to be captured, it would be dealt with severely. And even if Shokun were to meet with Mitsuru-san and the others right now, he'd suddenly get angry, like he was a moment ago, and it wouldn't be much of a conversation. But if we Shadow Operatives pursue him ourselves, we'll have tons of opportunities to get Shokun to open up to us. Mitsuru-san, everyone, thank you.
Hey, what are you guys doing? We're gonna leave you behind if you don't hurry up.
The others, who are a bit farther away, call to us. Means the time for us to part is drawing close once again. But since we are connected by bonds, we'll be able to see each other anytime we want. We'll just be physically distant for a short while.
Are we really getting out from here? I'm feeling really anxious about this.
No need to worry.
Oh? Are you scared, Junpei? That's pretty lame for a big boy like you.
Don't mind me for going on ahead.
Please
Oh, she
excuse
goes.
us.
Of course, the investigation team knows. So off they go.
Everyone from Inaba jumps through the exit TV one after another if they were completely used to it. Mitsuru-san, Aigis, Akihiko, and Fuka, who have also experienced this once, go as well.
Alright, Koromaru, we should go too.
Well, I guess I better go for it. Here goes.
Come on, Junpei.
Hurry up. Come on, get going. Hey, all right already. This is my first time. Put me down. No!
Off he goes. Teddy grabs Junpei-san and bell-handles him to the TV screen. Junpei-san shouts quickly, grows distant. Teddy then beckons to me before passing into the TV as well. I place my hand over the TV screen in the now empty plaza. Hello, this place is the school that I built. Now that I have a place to belong, I doubt I'll ever come here again. Goodbye. It's time I went back with the others.
Oh. Wow. My lord.
Aw, everybody. May 6th, early morning. After leaving Jeunesse, we hear that Kikuno-san landed the helicopter in the schoolyard at Yasogami High. So we headed back to the school. It seems that after Kikuno-san risked her life to drop us off at Jeunesse, she was forced to land near the outskirts of town. There she studied the data from Shuji Kutsuki's files and repaired the damaged helicopter, and took off again and was even able to help the others. Talk about a tough person. This means that we Persona users weren't the only ones fighting. The other reason why we returned to Yasogami High was because we needed to check on the crime scene as members of the Shadow Operatives. We go to the rooftop and look down on the school now that it has regained its original form.
Ah, school. The memories places like this bring back. It's already been 3 years.
Time just flies.
I know, right? Time goes by fast when you're living a fulfilling life.
So you have a fulfilling life too, Junpei-san? Can you teach me how to play baseball?
Oh, now you're talking. Our team trains really damn hard. I won't go easy on you. Got it?
That's what I was hoping for. I like sports after all.
That's good. Aww. They're bonding.
Are you planning on going back looking like that?
Would everyone please stop talking about my clothes? I mean, you of all people shouldn't be talking, Akihiko-senpai.
That costume's really cool, though. Wow, feather pink. I'm standing next to a real hero.
Why do you sound so sarcastic, Ken?
There we go. Just be true to yourself, kid. Looking up to superheroes is what's truly childlike.
Still, you're amazing, Yukari-san.
you're actually wearing the costume and acting at the same time.
Like, the Ken-kun's previous expression did not seem like, yay, oh my god.
Normally, even female ranger characters get played by male actors during the scenes while they're in their costumes.
Huh? Is that for real? No, all those times I... Where did you hear that?
Junpei?
Ken-kun's a big fan of those kinds of shows. But I guess he isn't all that childish anymore. I suppose it's because it's been 3 years. It might be in poor taste to say this right after what happened here, but I'm still glad we were able to get together again like this.
Yeah, like we were guided here by fate or something. The great hero Junpei and his pals saved the world again.
Oh my god.
Right. You probably wouldn't have even made it here if fate hadn't guided you.
Seriously, the way he ended up here is just ridiculous. Maybe we were guided here by fate. We made some new friends too, after all.
Everyone looks to me. There's so many people willing to call me a friend. A little embarrassing, but I can't help but smile.
Most of all, I'm happy that I met my sister. I was able to meet you-san and the others as well. Thank you, sister.
Oh, this warms my heart.
Yeah, I'm thankful for everybody else. Without you, I'd have never woken up and stayed in that box forever. I'd just be a machine that hurts people. But you all accepted me for who I am and gave me a place to belong.
That's right. That's repaying everyone for all that they've done for me. Mitsuru-san and her companions for giving me this place. To everyone who made me realize that I'm never alone.
Oh, that's Kikuno-san probably.
It's me.
Milady, the preparations have been made. But are you sure about this?
Yes, I'll be right there.
Huh? Where you going, Mitsuru-san?
Hey! Mitsuru-senpai, don't tell me you're going back before us.
Well, I'm sorry, but there are many things that need to be taken care of.
I knew it. I'll have you know that we all put aside our jobs and other affairs to come here. You're gonna spend some time with us, like it or not.
I do feel bad about causing you all trouble, but I guess, can't you persuade Yukari?
No, I refuse that order. This is a situation with consequences that affect our team's morale.
Give it up, Mitsuru. Don't worry about figuring everything out right now. I'll make sure things with those public safety jerks get settled.
What? There's some guys hassling you. Let me come with you. I'll tell him everything about how Mitsuru-san did her best to help.
Aw, everyone.
Please don't. Things will only get more complicated if you two get involved. Very well. I suppose I can forget about my duties for one day and enjoy some time off.
That's what I'm talking about. You look so happy, Yukari-chan. It's been a while since I've seen you smile so much. Huh? You think so? Do I really not smile normally?
Well, you always seem so angry, Yuka-tan.
That's because you're always making me angry.
Hey, time out, Yuka-tan. You could really hurt me with that thing.
What? Did she pull out the bow and arrow?
Our laughter echoes from the rooftop where the bright morning sunrise shines down upon us. As the lively conversation continues, I quietly place my hand on my chest. What's here right now connects me to that place. It connects me to everyone. May this warmth I feel spread to everyone else, and to him as well. Oh, I love this.
Nice to belong. And the epilogue. Let's jump right in. It is after the case ends. Still have like an empty husk. I mean, it's been a while since I've been through anything like that. And just because it felt nostalgic, but oh, I remembered a lot of different things. Like, I didn't understand a lot of stuff back then.
Your pitching sucks. Stop throwing like that.
My pitching doesn't suck. Your catching sucks. Don't think you're all cool just because you got a good hit the other day.
What did you say?
And I'm watching the kids practice, not particularly paying much attention. Just when I think things are getting peaceful, the squabble starts up. Oh, it's Coach's job to settle things like this.
Hey, break it up. What's going on here?
Stay out of this, Junpei.
Coach Junpei, right? So, what's up?
He blames me because he can't
got no control. Everybody knows it.
The kids all stop practicing and gather around the argument. These kids have way too much energy and get into fights frequently, so I need to mediate this conflict in a mature, dignified way. Always to be a good example. Shouldn't pick up on that kind of stuff, you know?
Hey, listen up. The most important thing in baseball is teamwork. No matter how good you might be alone, you'll never win a game by yourself. You can't play baseball if you're the only one on the field, right?
Of course not.
Right, well, that's just common sense. But if you keep putting the blame on other people, you're gonna end up all alone eventually. If you think the pitcher has no control, then you gotta try to work hard to catch anything, no matter what he throws your way. And if you think the catcher blows meaty chunks, try throwing balls that even the worst catcher can grab. If you both practice together like that, then everyone gets better and the entire team gets stronger. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that was awesome. Go me! Wonder if these guys will ever look back on these days and think that they never understood what was going on. Bet they will. Just like me. I gave them a good talking to, and since this was a great place to end for today, call today's practice over. Everyone says goodbye and go their separate ways when one of the kids doesn't leave. That Goro looks a lot more humble than usual. Noticing slight changes in your players is one of the things that make a great coach.
Hey, aren't you going home?
Junpei, do you have a girlfriend?
Eh? What? What's he asking me all of a sudden? Sheesh, kids these days.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Hey, what's with the attitude? That's really rude, you know.
There's a girl I like, but she's gonna move away. I didn't know and we got in a fight.
Fight?
I thought we'd make up like we always do. Even when we get in fights, things always go back to normal in a few days.
Apologize.
When I heard she was transferring to another school, I got worried about what would happen if I couldn't make up with her.
Well, the answer here is obvious. You have to nut up and apologize to her. It doesn't matter if it's your fault or not. That'll fix everything.
That's so lame. I can't do that.
It's the manliest thing to do.
Lame, not lame. Is that your problem here? This isn't the time to care about looking cool. Not when it involves something you care about.
And it's the right thing to do.
If you and her end up going separate ways without telling her how you really feel, you're gonna regret it for a long, long time.
But what if we get in another fight?
Oh, Drew drops his eyes again. Oh, that's this kid's bad habit. Makes all tough, but when things matter most, timid side comes out. Aren't you the team's clean-up hitter? Strengthen your resolve. Guess I better do the coach thing and encourage him. But the way Goro's hanging his head makes me a little uncomfortable deep down. Why? Because my own words are coming back to haunt me? You're really not telling someone your feelings before you have to part, huh? Yeah. Grand slam I whacked in my dream. You'll feel it in my hands. I got up on the platform for the MVP interview. That time it ended before I could say it. This time. I still haven't answered his question. Goro peers into my face. Oh well, guess I need to strengthen my own resolve. I look at the empty outfield and picture myself in that dream.
If you get a hit, you'll be a hero. Are you gonna try for a grand slam?
Goro seems dazed for a second at my sudden enthusiasm. His clouded face quickly breaks out into a bright smile and he's old tough again. His old tough self again.
Grand slam. All right, I'll go do it.
I was going for a grand slam of his girlfriend, huh? I don't know if I should call him optimistic or he doesn't really know what he's talking about. At least, looks like it got through to him. In which case, I think it's about time the ace slugger swings for the fences too.
All right.
For a high five, I grab my stuff and run for the station. This time I won't oversleep. Oh, Junpei. My man. Let's see, who's next? This is Labras, I imagine. The view from the PM matches the old memory of mine. The color of the sky, the ocean, the sound of the waves. It's the first time in years I've come back to this place.
Whoa, this brings back memories.
Oh, never mind.
How long has it been since we were here? We were second years in high school, wasn't it?
Is it me?
would be
Oh,
3
it's
years
Aigis.
ago. It was the summer of 2009.
Okay, my apologies.
Only 3 years, huh? It feels more like 10.
A lot has happened since then.
I see. Now that I think about it, you haven't returned to Yakushima since then either.
We leave the beach and follow the woodland path. The virgin forest is filled with lush greenery, and the air is cool and clean. We're heading to the remains of the ergonomics research lab.
You want to go to Yakushima?
Yes, if possible, that is.
I don't believe there's anything left there aside from warehouses, though.
Yes, I understand that.
I guess I have no intention of preventing you from going there. But may I ask why?
I have wanted to go back for a while now. That was when my sister's case began, so I thought that now would be a good opportunity. I wanted to see for myself what led to my birth.
I think it's a good idea.
Yukari-san.
Isn't it normal to want to know about things like that? We're talking about your roots here.
That's true.
I see.
Actually, I was just thinking about taking a vacation too. That battle from the other day was a lot more grueling than I imagined it would be.
As Yukari-san says, it truly was a fierce battle. Because I was severely damaged, my maintenance had to go on for a good deal longer than usual, and I spent a long time in my repair bay. That's why I'd been longing to feel the light of the sun. I'm unsure if Yukari-san knows that I feel this way, but she smiles.
Hey, Igus, why don't we go together? And it'd be nice if we could stay at your summer house, like we went to before, Mitsuru-senpai.
So Mitsuru-san smiles knowingly. She readily agreed to our request.
The last time we lived together was back when we were roommates during our 3rd year of high school.
You're right.
That brings back memories. I told you to stop being so overly polite because it made you stick out in class. And yet, you never did.
No. The remains. After passing through the forest, we reach a desolate area with debris scattered about. Could this have been the outer wall that surrounded the research site? The entire thing has collapsed and it's been overtaken by wild plant growth.
So this is the place.
I correlate what I see with the data about the site and confirm that this is the place. This place is where the combat testing ground had been. We pass through where the gates were and proceed further inside. Oh. We walk through the facility for a while when an old white dog runs up to us and barks. I feel as if the dog isn't barking us to warn us or frighten us away, but more welcoming. Maybe even greeting us.
A dog?
I try to match the dog with the data I have regarding Yakushima, cross-referencing appearance, attempting to match vocal recordings.
Snowy?
Oh.
Huh? Do you know this dog?
No, not as such.
I quickly find a record of this dog. There's no doubt that this dog is Snowy, the same animal that my sister made friends with. He's still okay after all these years.
He appears to be the dog my sister became attached to in the past. It seems he can tell that I'm like her.
Huh?
Snowy wags his tail and comes over happily and nuzzles me. He appears to be welcoming, though we'd never actually met before. I can't communicate clearly with him, the way I can with Koromaru-san. Still, his actions are easy enough to understand. I crouch down and gently pet him.
It would appear that this place and what happened here are part of my own roots after all.
What do you mean?
In the past, I thought that my ability to communicate with animals was just something that I could do. It didn't seem like the people at the lab had deciphered dog language, and even then, I doubted that such an ability was necessary for a weapon. I had thought it mysterious that I was capable of doing so, but it seems that my sister can do the same thing.
Huh. So are you saying that you inherited that function from Labras?
It's not really a function, per se.
I stop petting Snowy and stand up before taking a sweeping look around the area. Piles of debris, both large and small, are scattered about. The early summer sun shines down upon us.
It's
I didn't even pause.
something that was slowly nurtured among the 5th generation units that were housed here. Behavioral traits, like having interest in things besides missions, get passed on. And then, interest in animals, and then the ability to communicate.
I see.
After a long line of inherited system feedback, my sister gained that ability, and I, in turn, gained it from her. The reason I have a special rapport with dogs out of all animals is most likely because of that process.
Wow, that's pretty deep. If it goes that far, then you're right. It's not just some function that you were intended to have. It's more like a wish.
Oh.
Yes.
I crouch down once more and pet Snowy again. After that, I begin clearing away the mossy rubble that has been left unattended for so long. Snowy happily runs around the area that has been cleared of rubble.
Still, for the ones before Labrys who had hearts or wishes, it might be a bit sad that this place is left like this.
Just as Yukari-san says, the carelessly scattered rubble under this clear, beautiful sky only emphasizes the loneliness of this place. Snowy barks once and runs through a small hole in a passage blocked by debris, then barks again as if motioning us to follow him. We see a shimmering yellow-green light shining through the hole he had passed through.
Huh? What's that?
I move aside more debris to make a hole large enough for a person to pass through. What we find on the other side is... Oh.
Oh. Wow, it's super pretty here. What is this place?
There's a tall cylindrical structure that looks like a greenhouse reaching high above us. It seems this area was once indoor, but the ceilings have long since collapsed. The structure stands directly under the blue sky. Oh, this was the battle arena. The clear cylinder has literally acted as a greenhouse, allowing the area inside to grow lush green grass, trees, and vibrant flowers. Even birds and butterflies flitter about inside. This place is something like a paradise out of a children's book. But these are the remains of the anti-shock chamber where Labrys and the other units of her model had undergone battle tests.
There are many plants here that only grow far to the south of this latitude. This building's windows seem to have coincidentally formed a greenhouse.
I take a closer look around and notice a large sword stuck into the ground in the center of the room. The unit that used this weapon is thought to have been destroyed, but the sword remains here, unchanged.
The number 024 is stamped into this.
Oh.
It may have belonged to a unit that fought here.
024.
Oh, I see. It's kind of hard to believe that this place was once such a nightmare.
Once such a nice nightmare. As far back as my memories go, it's not wrong to say that this place was just as Yukari-san describes it. And the way this room is now, it may be a fitting tribute to my sisters who fell here, within this very chamber. The large blade here is more than half covered with soft green moss, and small birds are using it as a perch.
Hey, I guess let's ask Mitsuru-senpai to keep this place like it is.
Yukari-san.
Beautiful.
And why don't we bring everyone else here from time to time? Let's bring Labrys next time too.
Oh, she'd love it. I nod. My power is your power. That's why I'll never forget you all. As the last of the anti-shadow suppression weapons, I will fulfill my duty to protect my companions and my sister, protect humanity, and create a future with your memories within me.
I'm glad I came here.
I feel happiness in the depths of my heart and take a step forward. I raise my voice as loud as I can so it echoes throughout this entire chamber.
Everyone, thank you.
Oh. The chirping of the birds and sound of the waves echo on forever. Beautiful. Oh, I could cry. Ken? Most likely. A few days after the case was resolved, I stand before the gravesite. The marker's still new and clean.
We finally met.
Oh.
I'm sorry it took me so long to come.
Labrys. Oh, the girl. So my memories are those from another machine like me, Unit 024. She and I were in the same production generation. Some of those memories are of a girl. Mitsuru-san and her people aided me in finding that girl and finding out who she was. The first word in her records after her name, deceased. Mitsuru-san was apologetic when she told me about this, but I wasn't surprised. The girl in my memories had been in a hospital room. That's why, in my heart, I was kind of expecting things to turn out this way.
You know, there's a bunch of stuff I wanted to say, and I don't know where to start now. But thanks so much for giving me life.
No words come back to me from the gravestone. I didn't make it in time.
I have a younger sister, and I've got companions and friends too. Because you wished for it, I have a happy life now. But there's nothing I can do to repay you.
Mommy, there's someone here.
As I was standing still, a boy approaches me and looks up with curiosity. A woman, apparently his mother, follows behind him and bows to me. She's holding a bouquet of flowers. Seems this family has come to visit this girl's grave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you, this girl's family?
Oh no, it's just my boy has the same illness as the girl who's here.
I look at the boy. He does seem thin, but he otherwise doesn't appear to be in poor health.
The girl here agreed to submit to a great many examinations when she was young. Because of that, the doctors learned a great deal about her disease. And it's thanks to her sacrifice that my little boy is still alive today. He can even go to school.
Oh, this is breaking my heart. She tells me more about her son, then explains that they come to visit the girl's grave thanks to her. After they lay the bouquet on the grave, the boy and his mother stand silently for a moment. When they leave, I'm alone in front of the grave once more. She dreamed of being useful to the world, and that wish has come true. I know she would have wanted to see the result of how she helped people. But in the end, she never could. And I've
found something I can do. Hey, can I call your mom?
Oh. I will carry on your dream, my mother, and protect the world where all the lives you saved reside. Just as you wish for my happiness, I wish for the happiness of all the humans, and will do what I can to protect them. I will do the very best of my ability as a shadow operative. My heart. Oh, look at this be.
Miss Yamagishi, this is a spectacular feat. We've never had a second-year student receive the award for best paper at this school.
Thank you.
I received an urgent summons from the lab at my college and found my professor there, openly praising me.
You're already getting recruitment calls from labs and corporations, but I'd recommend that you devote yourself to studying abroad.
Abroad, you say?
I just happen to be friends with a professor who's searching for an assistant. If you wish, I can write you a letter of recommendation at once.
I hesitate a bit on how to respond to my professor's cheerful words. Ever since I entered the engineering department, things have become awkward with my parents. Though they still look pained when the subject of my not entering medical school comes up. Perhaps they'll be impressed with me if I tell them that I'm going to study abroad at a famous college overseas. But even if I were to leave Japan, if something were to happen to Mitsuru-san and the others, I show no hesitation in coming back here. Even if it wasn't for a case involving shadows, for example, if I was told that they didn't have anyone they trusted to perform Aigis and Labrys' maintenance, I still feel the same. I have no intention of actually joining the Shadow Operatives, but I want to help out as much as I can until the organization's foundation becomes more secure. I'm not afraid of moving away from them, but considering what Mitsuru-san is trying to accomplish, there are a lot of things that I can't help with if I'm too far, and...
How about it, Miss Yamagishi?
I'm sorry, but I'll have to decline for now. If the time comes when I feel a need to study abroad, I'd like to ask for your assistance then.
Aww.
Yes, that's what I thought. Then I'll contact them at once and... wait, you decline?
Mm-hmm. Utter shock.
Oh no! Classes are about to start. Please excuse me. Thank you for telling me about this.
Miss Yamagishi, wait! Hey!
I'm not staying here because I'm needed. I'm staying because I choose to do so. It's more important than taking a course that someone else has prepared for me.
I can study wherever I want, after all.
I joined the flow of students moving from class to class and hurried to my next class.
Oh. That one was short but sweet. I feel like everybody else is going to be a little shorter. Except probably me too. Oh, this might be Ken.
At least summer weather in Gekkokan schoolyards is refreshing after school. Absorbed in chasing the ball, like always.
Not gonna happen.
Whoa!
One of the players I'm guarding against goes flying, and the game stops. Crap. Did I get a little too rough? I rush over and see how he's doing.
Sorry, are you okay?
I'm fine. It wasn't a foul. That was a great tackle, Ken. You've been on fire lately.
Luckily, he doesn't seem hurt. Relax, then grab his hand to pull him up with a smile.
Well, we do have a match coming up soon. Isn't our opponent supposed to be a strong team?
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's all put some more effort into this. Once more.
Keep our spirits up.
Yeah!
The sun has almost set. It's about time to wrap up practice. Look around the school grounds at the other teams finishing up. You can tell they're looking at someone standing in the corner of the schoolyard. Mitsuru. Oh man, I didn't think she'd come here wearing that battle suit of hers. I guess I should have given more thought about when I suggested that we meet up. I regret choosing this place a little, but she's not out anywhere. Guess it can't be helped. I'm the one who called Mitsuru-san here. It was the first time I've seen her in person since that case ended. I'm well aware of how busy Mitsuru-san is, but I implored her to come here today. I'm starting to feel unusually nervous, but I make up my mind and take a few deep breaths before approaching her.
Hey, who's that beautiful lady? Don't tell me she's Ken-kun's girlfriend.
What? No way. I'm so shocked. Doesn't she seem a little serious, though?
Like, OMG, bestie, who do you think?
Mitsuru-san, thank you for coming all this way when you're so busy.
Don't worry about it. I am currently on a mission though, so I don't have a lot of time. I would like to speak with you for longer someday.
Oh, it's all right. This won't take long. I called you here so I could give you this today.
This?
Enter a small silver badge. It's the official identification given to members of the Shadow Operatives. When she sees it, Mitsuru-san briefly looks surprised. She looks from the badge to my face, then calls whatever she was about to say.
I'd like you to take it back for now. I don't need it. I promise I'll come get it again one day.
Very well. I will keep this for you.
That's right. I don't need it right now. Mitsuru-san accepts it without another word, but I bet she respects my decision. Mitsuru-san always thinking about us. I'm sure that my actions speaks louder than anything I could have said to her, and she understands perfectly. And this is how it should be. Thank you, Mitsuru-san.
Hey, Ken, let's get going.
The boy suddenly calls out to me from the school gate and breaks the silence between us. I look in that direction and see the rest of the soccer team, a finished changing, are waiting for me there. It should be obvious that I'm in the middle of a serious conversation here, but that doesn't stop them. Oh, it can't be helped that they want me to hurry up. We just finished practice and we're all hungry kids. It's natural that their stomachs are growling. I mean, mine is too.
Okay, race to the wild duck. Last one there pays. Well, I have to go. I hope you stay well until I see you again, Mitsuru-san.
In any case, since the burdens on my shoulders have been lifted, I quickly bow to Mitsuru-san before rushing off to my teammates. We still have the after practice wild dash to do. Famous tradition of Gekkokan Junior High Soccer team. And again, we started this tradition on our own. We consider it one last part of our practice, so I can't allow myself to lose here either.
Huh, he left. But wow, don't you think Ken-kun's changed a bit lately? Really? Like how? For reals. He used to be all, I don't know, cold. But lately, he's been in high spirits. It's like he learned how to be normal, right?
That's a little bit mean.
You're right. He does seem to act more naturally than before. I like it.
3 years ago, we forged a bond through our long and severe battles. The bond is still very important to me. But if I let myself get too caught up in the bond, I end up missing out on things in my own life. I was able to change because I realized that. It says that my bond with the others has remained unchanged, but more than that, it says that I've grown in myself as well, even if only a little. What's best for me right now is to spend my days doing what I can, without rushing through life. What happens to me now will surely affect my future. That's what I've come to realize. And acting that way will be my way of fulfilling the duty that was left to me. Off they go. Komaru appears from the side street and magnificently runs past us. Komaru's been showing up like this from time to time and racing us to the burger place. I remember thinking this during the recent battles, but even though Komaru's quite old, he sure doesn't seem that way. But he's determined to not let us kids beat him either. Well, if he's challenging me, can't let him win without a fight. Look at the pace and chase after the white furry shape ahead of me. Oh, I'm glad everybody's living their lives to the best of their ability. We're missing Yukari-san. This might be Yukari, right?
Target acquired. Commencing capture now.
I guess.
No, Akihiko. I was well concealed in the crowd in front of the station, but he just comes charging towards me. Go around me, drop back. People walking by, I stare dumbfounded. Not again.
It's time for your English 2 class.
What?
I'm gonna be absent today.
Absence without Mitsuru-san's express permission will not be tolerated.
Now, the class doesn't do roll call. If I pass the final exam, I'll get the credits I need. I've already mastered English anyway.
I've heard that some college classes randomly take roll. One cannot discount the possibility.
With that professor, it'll never happen.
You stand out, so your absence will immediately be apparent.
Damn.
How do I stand out? I'm not dressed for missions today.
In any case, you must prioritize your studies.
The case had closed. I'm back to college, even though, till recently, I've been taking time off to go on my training journey. So Mitsuru had a hand in getting me to go back, annoyingly. I mean, thankfully. I was taking it upon herself to manage my college credits. Just let situations like this. And when I go off her radar, she suddenly shows off out of nowhere and drags me back to class. Attendance, classwork, study groups, assignment, submissions, exams. She has total control over my every move. I don't even have time to train anymore.
Stop being so persistent, Aegis. I told you I have plans today.
That are?
You were the same as always, aren't you? You both stand out a lot.
Kurosawa-san.
Kurosawa-san appears out of the crowd with a resigned expression. Yes, I was here to meet him today. He's currently a detective with the Metropolitan Police Department, and a trustworthy man who has been helping us in secret. But now, he got onto the Public Safety Department's moves before anyone else and was able to warn us.
I wasn't told that you had class today. Should we postpone?
Oh, no, it's all right. Let go, Aegis.
I see. So your plan was to meet with Kurosawa-san?
Yeah. I have something important I need to consult with him on.
That actually seems to be the case for once. I don't have much time to spare either, so why don't you hand him over to me for today, Aegis?
If that is the case, then I understand. I will await your report later.
I wonder what it is. I guess it says so politely. She releases my arm and salutes Kurosawa-san. That she disappears back into the crowd. I swear, she's been a pest lately on purpose and enjoys seeing my reactions. Oh well. Guess she means she's getting even more human-like.
So, what did you want my help with?
These two bad dudes together, okay.
Well, this might be a bit late to ask, but I want to have enough power in the police to protect the others from the outside.
Oh yeah, because he's studying to be a police officer.
So that's what this is about. Dealing with people from that side of the business is more trouble than fighting shadows sometimes, you know.
Oh, I know. That's why I need power besides what I can do with my fists.
Kurosawa-san smirks in response.
I like the look on your face. That reminds me, you're old enough to drink now, aren't you?
Well, yes.
What's this? You don't like alcohol?
No, alcohol and protein shakes go surprisingly well together.
What?
Drinking with you is going to be tiring for a different reason.
Kurosawa-san looks amused for a moment, and turns and walks away. Follow him into the city. Akihiko. Nope, we're back here, Yukari. Mitsuda Senpai and I are walking through a city, which has suddenly become filled with summer fashions as long holidays draw to a close. Been going out together like this for a while, but when she wears clothes more appropriate for her age, Mitsuda Senpai looks even better than models. It's turned to follow her whenever we go. Mitsuda Senpai doesn't seem fazed by this, though. It's more like she doesn't have a clue she's standing out. It's a mystery to me how she doesn't notice that. The only thing that appears to bother her is she's walking.
I'm not comfortable in these clothes.
Come on, you look good. And you know what they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
She looks amazing.
Doesn't such a frilly skirt interfere with how you walk?
Huh? Senpai, I know you wore a skirt as part of the Gekkoukan High uniform.
A uniform is fine, since it's like battle attire.
What?
Battle attire, huh?
Hey ladies, how's it going? Are the two of you looking for a good time? Why don't you join us and have some fun?
Creepo.
Would you mind getting out of the way? I'm trying to enjoy my day off with my friends.
Again? I mean, yeah, she stands out, but how many times have we been hit on just today?
Well, if not today, how about another time? Can I get your phone number? Maybe we could go out sometime.
Oh.
The man hitting on us touches my shoulder. This guy either has guts or he's really slow on the uptake. Either way, this isn't a good call. Good at all. Mitsuda Senpai arm flashes out like a snake and grabs the man's wrist.
Mitsuru Senpai, hold on.
Ow!
I'd prefer it if you kept your hands off my friend. I also believe it to be in your best interests if you left at once.
I'm okay. Geez, you guys better get going.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap!
That's what they get.
We're sorry.
Don't put your hands on women. You don't know. Guys, personal space. The guys that talk to us are scared off by Mitsuda Senpai and they run for their lives. And maybe they should protect me, but it's like she's seriously turning into an empress. She's the head of a special battle unit with the mission of exterminating shadows. I wonder if that environment is what's making things worse for her after all. I really need to help her have some time to enjoy herself.
Senpai, let's go over there.
I take Mitsuda Senpai's arm and charge into a shopping mall. Pretty sure that guys like that won't follow us all the way into a store. Checking out some clothes and other accessories like normal girls in these busy holiday stores. Decided to take a break at a cafe terrace.
That was fun.
You're right.
Relax and enjoy the fun we had and take another sip of my iced coffee. Mitsuda Senpai answered me absent-mindedly and her tea is left untouched.
Senpai, you promised that you wouldn't think about the other day.
Yukari,
I know that it's impossible to keep it from getting to her. After all, the case this time was all because of the Kitajoh group's negative legacy. Mitsuda Senpai had taken on the role of a leader of the Kitajoh family to atone for her family's past, and yet, after being captured by the enemy, she couldn't take command of the situation. It may only be natural that she feels responsible for what happened. But even then, I can't be convinced that she needs to bear the weight of all of that herself.
there are so many people here.
And there she goes again. I'm here today thinking about giving her a piece of my mind. Keeps taking responsibility for everything and worrying about things all on her own. Still can't bring myself to say anything about it when I see the look on her face. I thought that maybe confronting her emotionally like I had back then would lessen the distance between us, but it would just be repeating what I've done before. I'd be sad to have resort to that again. I mean, best friends, you know? I try to figure out what to say next. All I hear is the bustle of the busy cafe.
See? It's Feather Pink!
Oh.
Wow, you're right! It's Reiko Kuchikuen! Hey, Feather Pink! Where are Red and the others?
Huh?
A little boy points at me. One turns around at his shout, and the children walking past make a wide circle around us.
No, you're mistaken. You've got the wrong person.
I hurriedly wave my hands in attempt to disperse the crowds.
having a role at the show that my face can be really inconvenient.
You're quite popular, Yukari. How does it feel to be a hero?
Huh? Well, I guess it's worth it since these kids are really into it.
Death must not be needlessly feared, but it must not be needlessly desired as well. Face it and fight, Featherman. Or so the line goes.
Senpai, why do you know that?
That's the opening line of the intro to Featherman Victory. A catchphrase comes up in every episode of the show.
I may be busy, but I still have time to watch a little television.
What? But why would you watch Featherman of all things?
Because her friend's there.
Why wouldn't I? My best friend is one of the stars.
Aww.
I had never seen such a program before. But it's true. I did sense something from it. I feel that you were trying to help people, especially children, teaching them to avoid bringing harm into their lives.
That's... well, I guess that's how it is.
The protagonist of the show doesn't just punish evil. They protect those who are precious to them and give everyone the hope to live. I'm sure that these shows teach a lot of things to children too.
The same goes for Akihiko and Yamagishi, Aiga, Samada, and Iori as well. Every one of us is proceeding down their own path, in their own way. That's how I can concentrate on my own duties. The trust we formed will not easily be swayed. Isn't that right?
I can't help but sigh. Like I've been beaten instead. My best friend believes in me and is watching over me. Well, I should do the same for her. Even though I get the feeling that I got sweet-talked somehow.
Yukari, what's the matter?
I guess I've been defeated today. Well, that's fine. Let's go to the next place.
Next place? You want to continue shopping?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have any idea when you'll be able to make time for me again, you know.
What if I promise to contact you every once in a while? Would that do?
It's a deal. But while we're here...
Oh boy. I took out Mitsuru Senpai and we resumed our shopping. I'm not sure why, but I feel as if whatever had been bothering me had disappeared. Aww. It was so cute and wholesome. And our last Mitsuru. Even before we could complete the follow-up investigation of the case that Minazuki caused, I was summoned by public safety to the government office building. I would have liked to ignore this meeting, which should be nothing more than an interrogation, but it's better that I go than for them to get their hands on Labris or Minazuki. Also, I want to make sure that no trouble comes to Yukari or Amada's daily lives.
Though we recognize your achievement in recovering Labris, wasn't it your own blunder that led to you, the leader of your organization, being captured? There are also reports that you involved underage civilians in this matter as well. What do you think your organization is?
If there were people there, then they must have acted on their own to protect their town and their companions. Also, with regard to the members of the auxiliary staff, the emergency suppression unit, they became concerned for me after my disappearance and came after me as individuals. That is all. It is absolutely unrelated to the Shadow Operatives.
You're just playing semantics.
Furthermore,
it's true.
When the second case occurred, the Shadow Operatives were forced to begin an investigation based on a lack of evidence. Since you were the ones who ordered the investigation, I believe you would know whether or not they were able to go on duty or not. Also, even though it may have been merely an intimidation tactic, I received a report that my people were fired upon during the incident.
Oh.
I laughed it off at the time, since it's impossible that this organization could have been so stupid as to send my people into danger unprepared.
You little...
But as you pointed out, it was due to my own lack of preparedness that I was captured by the enemy. I will accept any kind of punishment for that.
The report says that your capture was nothing but a ruse, though?
Oh? I was interrupting. Oh.
What is it? We're in the middle of an inquiry here.
I was ordered to bring these documents the moment they arrived.
The man who enters the room hands a binder full of documents to the men interrogating me. While they're distracted for a moment, the newcomer glances at me. I feel as if I know that man from somewhere, but what's that about?
What is this?
As you can see, it's the report from our undercover investigation of the Kitajoh group.
You fool! These are not the kinds of details we asked for. This deliberation is temporarily suspended. You will be notified of our further decisions at a later date.
Your sudden sourness makes me think that this case is coming to an end. To think someone would be able to turn in a report that would instantly suspend an investigation from these sicklers. It would seem that there are some people in the public safety who don't respect their higher-ups. Also, that undercover investigation report must have been made by Shirogane. It seems I'm in her debt. When I leave the conference, I see that the other shadow operatives have gathered.
Mitsuru-san!
What are you all doing here?
These guys insisted on at least trying to testify in person, since they failed you on the mission. I had no choice but to come to—
Where are you in that attire, Akihiko?
Seeing that our friend who had gone missing was immediately summoned to the government office on her return, we were worried it was a conspiracy. Indeed, as your friends, it's only natural that we'd rush to your side, because we are your friends.
I guess, why are you speaking with such an over-exaggeration? What are Yukari and Yuri even doing here?
Yeah, we were all worried about you. After all, we're all your friends.
Are you in your Featherman pink outfit?
The best of friends. Yep. Yes, sirree.
What's going on?
You realize I won't be able to stick up for you if they come down on you because of this.
It'll be fine. Look, I'm in the middle of a shoot right now.
I'm just out walking Koromaru.
I'm just going out for a run, you know?
You're training, Junpei? You should have told me sooner. I'll come along.
That's okay. I mean, can't you see what we're getting at here?
Oh, Akihiko.
Seriously, all of you?
Oh. Oh, this is such a great shot. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I cannot but laugh with amusement. This makes me happy as their friend. I have mixed feelings about the leader of our organization. The higher-ups that gave themselves away this time are only the tip of the iceberg. There must be many people in the police and in the political realm who don't think well of the Kitajoh group. Those troublemakers will pounce immediately if we leave even the slightest vulnerability unguarded. But even then, the shadow operatives will continue to protect and serve. We won't let anyone be forced to be alone. We can create a world where everyone will have the strength to deny the fate of destruction.
Let's go.
Yes!
And we'll continue moving towards the future for the sake of granting our wishes. On an end to the Persona 3 side. The end. Oh my god. That was amazing. Oh, my heart. Oh, there you go. That was Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, the P3 side. Oh, I like this. I like seeing everyone else's side. So that's actually pretty interesting, seeing everyone and what happened to their to the P3 side, and seeing it from their perspective, what like went through and all. Oh my god, I can't wait to jump into the Adachi one. And I'm sorry for like having this video so late, guys, but I'm glad you guys enjoy this series as much as I have been, and seeing everybody just continue their lives was just amazing. But leaving things off here, in the next episode we are gonna go with the Adachi side of the story. So hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and share. That always helps out against that pesky YouTube algorithm. Subscribe and join the Moonlight Army today. Hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. If you guys want to stalk me on my social medias, the links will be in the description box below. And I also do have a voice acting channel, so if you're interested in that, the link will be in the description box below and in the ending screen coming right up next. And I'll leave you guys with the credits. So enjoy these amazing people who made this game possible. And I'll see you in the next episode for the Adachi side. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.
show was brought to you by these sponsors.